Once on American Idol, Benson Boone had a shot to shine. However, just before the crucial broadcast round, he unexpectedly pulled out. The genuine cause was unknown to everyone. No one got why such a bright candidate would pass up a chance to change their lives. After that, he showed up in a brief video somewhere else. In a few months, Benson not only came back, but also ruled the Billboard chart, walked onto the Coachella stage, and became known to the whole planet. What actually took place? The tale of Benson Boone's unexpected path we shall expose in depth in this film, is this one. Born on June 25, 2002 in Monroe, Washington, Benson James Boone, a tiny town with under 20,000 residents. In a family of 5 siblings including 4 sisters and himself, he is the second kid, with no one chasing professional art. Boone's parents, Nate and Carrie, both toiled in local business. Sports events, particularly swimming and diving, defined Boone's adolescent life. Over his time at Monroe High School, he was an exceptional member of the diving team and took home several regional medals. At that time, music was only a slight interest. It was not seen as a major path. His senior year saw the turning point. A close friend was unable to participate last minute in the school talent show. That was the first time Boone stood on stage with a piano. He offered to perform in his friend's absence. That unanticipated performance left a lasting effect, got lengthy applause, and suggested a possibility he himself had never considered. From then on, he started learning music on YouTube, posting basic cover songs on his phone and sharing them on social media. Boone graduated from high school in 2020 and went on to Brigham Young University, Idaho, to study graphic design. Yet, one semester into his studies, he chose to postpone them to pursue his musical love. He started sharing singing videos on TikTok at this time. Boone rapidly drew more than 1 million followers in only a few months with his cheery look, strong voice, and kind manner. His first entrance into professional entertainment was via this quick social media expansion. By 2021, Boone tried out for season 19 of American Idol and easily advanced past the preliminary stage. The judges called him a good contender, and Katy Perry even complimented him as a star born to do this. Boone moved on to the Hollywood round and guaranteed a top 24 position, the stage at which candidate performances start showing on television. Then what nobody anticipated took place. Boone chose to leave the contest just before the aired episodes. The organizers made no official announcement, and no cause was declared on television. That strange quiet piqued audience interest and generated several theories. Some thought he was under mental strain. Some claimed there were tensions backstage. Boone later clarified in a personal interview at the conclusion of 2021. He said that while the American Idol experience made him quite thankful, he came to see it was not the correct road. Boone stated he wants to grow his career in his own manner and have complete creative control, free from the processes and expectations of a reality television show. He claimed he wanted a more open road where music comes from genuine feelings rather than from a rivalry. Though for Boone the choice was difficult, preserving his personality and creative vision was essential. The story of passing up a unique opportunity on a prominent show to follow his inner voice helped Boone create a significant impression on youthful audiences, individuals who are also seeking identity in a world full of choices. Many still lament not seeing him flourish on the American Idol stage, but Benson Boone had already started planning another path, a solo one. Unlike any other, Benson Boone did not show on any TV platforms for some time following American Idol. Rather, he went back to social media, the venue that had once brought his name nearer to young people. The most powerful tool he utilized to create a devoted fan base was TikTok. Instead of using the conventional viral formula, Boone and his manager, Jeff Burns, used a novel approach, posting a number of videos in the same time frame, each highlighting a different part of the song, mixed with honest monologues on life, personal beliefs, and music. Boone got great notice in mid-2021 with a run of videos including an unpublished tune called Ghost Town. The basic clips, shot in his bedroom under natural light, produced a strong viral impact. The increasing curiosity brought about a turning point of significance. In conjunction with Warner Records, Boone secured a record deal with Night Street Records, a Dan Reynolds-owned firm under lead singer of Imagine Dragons. This signaled his move from a social media artist to a genuine professional music setting. October 15, 2021, Ghost Town officially debuted on worldwide streaming services. The song shot up the charts in 16 nations, including Norway, Australia, and Ireland. Though it fell short of the Billboard Top 10, Ghost Town garnered notice from music reviewers and mainstream media in the United States. After its first breakthrough, Boone was asked to appear on prominent television programs, including The Ellen DeGeneres Show, The Kelly Clarkson Show, Late Night with Seth Meyers. These performances confirmed his status even more in the popular music business. While many new musicians seek to create a defiant image or draw attention by controversy, Boone decided to have a clean image and emphasize product excellence. His second single, In the Stars, came out by April 2022, though it didn't do well in the U.S. market. This song was particularly popular in Germany and the Philippines, and became a big success in Europe and Asia. Especially distinguishing himself from the popular EDM or hip-hop movements, Boone started to be acknowledged as one of the most notable new faces in the emotive pop genre. Benson Boone's ascent to stardom between 2021 and 2022 was not driven by astronomy chart figures. What counted was that he showed he could develop and live without a game show's support, without depending on media tricks. His tenacity, his music, and his direct listener connection defined him. From there, a strong basis was created that would let him enter a genuine breakout stage in 2024. Released on January 18, 2024, Benson Boone's single Beautiful Things signaled the time his career took off worldwide. The song reached the top 10 of the Billboard Hot 100 in just a week and fast rose to number 2, the highest spot in his career at that time. Outside the United States, Beautiful Things led the charts in over 19 nations, including the United Kingdom, Australia, New Zealand, Norway, Ireland, Canada, and Australia. Beautiful Things' success was not a transient event. Critics lauded the song as a profoundly emotional pop ballad, with simple orchestration, a framework that develops via feeling, and a precisely managed conclusion. Its lyrics examined the emotion of thankfulness, mixed with the dread of losing valued items. A common topic that not many young artists could convey effectively. Beautiful Things gained great acclaim in the worldwide music scene by breaking free from the TikTok mold, with a balance between real emotion and polished musical technique. The official music video for Beautiful Things on YouTube reached 100 million views, barely 6 weeks after release. By the end of the first quarter of 2025, that figure has exceeded 597 million views. Shot throughout several natural sites in California, the video was shot in a cinematic way using neutral tones. Aaron Moreno, the music video's director, had previously collaborated with Billie Eilish and Phineas, hence assisting in the creation of visuals to fit the reflective tone of the song. Beautiful Things also ran often on radio in addition to social media attention. Major music festivals, television and radio, most especially, Boone got invites to play at the 2025 Grammy Awards as both a performer and a Best New Artist candidate. Though he lost, U.S. media nevertheless considered him the performer with the most passionate performance of the evening. Boone put out his first studio album right after the single's success. April 2024, Fireworks and Rollerblades. The album has 12 songs overall, with notable tunes including Slow It Down, Pretty Slowly, Cry, and the lead smash Beautiful Things. Respected music publications including Rolling Stone, Pitchfork, and Billboard praised the effort. Critics called it approachable and very intimate, assisting Boone to become a genuine artist rather than a social media fad. Especially following the album's debut, Boone concentrated on getting ready for a world tour rather than hurrying to publish fresh content. While Pretty Slowly got to number 86, other album songs like Slow It Down kept peaking on the Billboard Hot 100 position 32. This showed the ongoing influence Beautiful Things had, maintaining public attention alive all of 2024. Apart from musical accomplishments, Boone was often acknowledged at worldwide awards. He took home Best Alternative Video at the 2024 MTV Video Music Awards. Boone won the International Revelation and Song Awards at the NRJ Music Awards in Europe. Los 40 Music Awards called him Best New Artist and Best Song. These are honors usually given to top-tier pop musicians, underlining Boone's cross-border impact. Boone was one of the most sought names on Spotify and Apple Music at the end of 2024. YouTube Music's top 10 worldwide breakout talents list included him. He was also among the fastest-growing artists in follower count on YouTube. Apart from his achievements in emotional pop, Boone received nominations in alternative music genres as well, so highlighting the variety in the musical tastes he is chasing. Beautiful Things linked Benson Boone to the worldwide music industry from a basic tune that began on TikTok. More significantly, it signaled a definite turning point in his artistic development, approach and personal identity. Boone was no longer a phenomenon after this song. He formally became a pop artist with genuine status. And one might reasonably assume that in 2025 even more stunning milestones are waiting for him. Benson Boone on the stage at Coachella in April 2025, one of the largest music events in the United States, amassing hundreds of musicians from all over the world. This was the first live debut of songs off his next album American Heart, not just a typical concert. Benson sang the title song, Young American Heart, at the occasion with a simple stage setup, consisting just of backdrop lighting and a piano. The most unexpected highlight was when renowned Queen guitarist Brian May took stage to join Boone in playing a modified Bohemian Rhapsody. Unannounced beforehand, this partnership surprised the crowd and drew quick attention from world media. The popular reaction later was varied. While some thought Boone's voice didn't really fit the essence of the original, others lauded the attempt to reinterpret a classic masterwork in a contemporary manner, particularly when done by a young artist. Boone did not shy away from the criticism in a post-event interview. He candidly admitted that working with Brian May was a unique and symbolic experience, but also a significant lesson in controlling public expectations. He underlined that every musician views music differently and that the first priority should be to stay honest with one's own emotions in every performance. His measured reaction showed that Boone is slowly forming himself, not only as a singer with popular songs but also as an artist with a defined viewpoint, but as an artist with a defined point of view. He also formally revealed his second studio album American Heart, slated for June 20, 2025, at Coachella. This album signals a change in artistic message as well as musical approach. Unlike the reflective ballad pop tone of Beautiful Things, the songs in American Heart address more general topics including youth, American cultural identity, ideals, and the conflict between reality and expectations. Doubts about values and the conflict between reality and expectations. Boone stated in a March interview with Rolling Stone that he spent over 9 months finishing the album, with recording sessions running from Los Angeles to Nashville. Benson Boone's image over this time also started to change significantly. He rejected market-driven demands like removing his shirt during concerts, a strategy several tour promoters recommended. In a recent Loss 40 interview, he made it rather clear, "I don't want my body to be the main engine of my profession. Music is what I want to be solely for the audience to remain." Publicly rejecting constructing his image around appearance for the second time in 2025, he took a position unusual in the entertainment sector, but one that youthful fans strongly embraced. Boone also keeps a way of living. It distinguishes him from many of his peers. He does not use stimulants, does not consume alcohol, once tried coffee but gave it up because of the flavor. Through many interviews he has disclosed that he has an addictive nature and always steers clear of items that can cause dependency. His main goal on long trips is to stay healthy. He often drinks strawberry vanilla protein shakes to be active. These apparently minor elements help to create the picture of a professional, serious artist with great self-discipline. Boone's personal life finds him dating Maggie Thurman, a well-known content producer on TikTok and podcaster. Though they had remained quiet, the couple went public with their love early in 2024. They appeared jointly in public rarely in 2025, merely verifying their relationship via press interviews. This subtle strategy mirrors Boone's long-term aim, not utilizing his personal life to draw attention, therefore letting music stay the major emphasis. By the end of the Coachella season, Boone had not only made a big impression with his passionate performance, but also with his maturity in handling his celebrity. From selecting partners to selecting projects, every choice he made clearly reflected a deliberate independent philosophy in his work. From rejecting business trends to protecting his personal life, every choice he made obviously showed a deliberate autonomous attitude in his work. This also acted as the last stepping stone before the ongoing growth of his worldwide tour and the publication of his new record.
With the momentum from Beautiful Things, Benson Boone was no longer a newcomer in the music business as 2025 approached. Considering the increasing interest in his next album, American Heart, he formally joined the ranks of young artists with worldwide impact. The packed touring calendar spanning from early to late 2025, as part of the Fireworks and Rollerblades World Tour, plainly showed this. Benson visited dozens of major cities in North America, Europe and Australia on this tour. Among the noteworthy stops were the American Family Insurance Amphitheater in Milwaukee, July 3rd, Mad Cool Festival in Madrid, July 11th, Lollapalooza Berlin, July 12th, and Bourbon and Beyond Festival in Kentucky, September 11th. Every performance claimed sold-out condition, many dates sold out within hours of formal announcement. This showed that Benson's popularity transcended digital channels and was strongly set on the live stage. Focusing on vocals and high-quality arrangements, Benson kept an honest presentation approach throughout his concerts. He did not employ gimmicks to draw attention or include backup dancers. Rather, the highlight of every evening was his capacity to emotionally relate to the crowd. From the quiet pauses between lyrics to the straightforward, sincere exchanges between the stage and the audience. Audiences in several nations chanting every lyric of Beautiful Things or Ghost Town were obvious proof of his genuine influence. Benson being awarded at the BMI Pop Awards with the Champion Award, a status granted to musicians who have greatly influenced popular music, was another notable turning point in 2025. For emerging artists, this is not a typical prize, indicating the industry's long-term awareness of Boone. He was also nominated at Australia's APRA Awards for Most Played International Work, and at the Brit Awards for International Artist of the Year. Unsurprisingly, the early reviews leading up to the release of American Heart showed a great deal of interest from both critics and fans. International media called Benson a rare young artist who balances commercial success along with artistic depth. One thing that distinguished him from many colleagues was his ability to keep the excellence of his work despite a full traveling schedule. Still, the most remarkable feature of this trip was not the accolades or money. What jumped out was that Benson had carved a unique professional route without using conventional support systems like talent showcases, entertainment media networks, or image-building formulas. From the time he left American Idol, he had promised to a self-directed career, penning his own songs, controlling his image, choosing initiatives, and upholding his values under market pressure. Many young artists have relied on controversy to stay in the spotlight, lost control, or fallen into media traps. Benson, on the other hand, picked a quieter, more careful, slower route. His silence on personal issues, rejection of his love relationship for material, and the way he handled the Coachella performance controversy all suggested a clear path, creating work on his own terms, rather than pursuing transient fads. Benson Boone's route has not been simple. Once he left American Idol, he experienced uncertainty. He was called only a tech-hub artist, and had to show himself in a very cutthroat music business. But what he has accomplished, from renowned honors to a devoted following, has dispelled all those questions. Boone is now more than simply the author of a popular tune. He is evidence that an artist can thrive without compromising their identity. It is the tale of a young man who once turned off the glare of television to chart his own course. One created out of will as well as tenacity. How do you feel about Benson Boone's path? After viewing this video, leave a comment to express your opinion. To get the most recent updates, don't forget to subscribe and enable notifications.